He said he had a bathroom emergency, so that's what we're waiting on.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. More now to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. It's complete to Robinson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll run on first down. It's Robinson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's Robinson again on second down. And down inside the 15 he goes. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run here with Robinson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Second and 6 from the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently, but whatever they said appears to have worked. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. On first down, Branch. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Got a man, it's Judy complete. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. A pass there complete to Sutton. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bulldogs are an extra point away from drawing level. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Set to return it. Here's Moore. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offensive coordinator and said, he's yours.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Javonte Williams. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bulldogs have taken the lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, It can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, it's Robinson. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll roll him out right. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Draymond Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts under pressure, and they got to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. Finding room to the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a fourth down after the scramble. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And got his man complete. Touchdown! Jerry Judy. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bulldogs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. McManus now for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed out right. Robinson's got it. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Jabril Cox there on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Powell. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They run. Robinson. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Hurts. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's a give to Fournette. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
2nd down and goal. Hurts. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me,
looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Tim Patrick as time expires in the first half. And the Bulldogs will extend their lead here just before halftime. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. That little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Again, it's Williams. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They run it again with Williams. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, Branch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the 1st half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They try the left side here with Williams. And he's got some space here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Williams. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Javonte Williams with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bulldogs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Moore now on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Second and 9. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll keep it on the ground. Williams. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Williams. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. A gain of 3, second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's Robinson again on second down. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. James Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the tailback.
Like an egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhand, really with 2 hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down, and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will